you very much. How can I help you?
Now, my thoughts on gun control, and I even think I got a solution, which seems to make so much sense to me. I didn't know how to begin it, but I thought I'd tell it to you.
Tell me.
I'm not a maven of guns, but I'm going to say I'm pretty close in my assumptions here.
Okay.
Let's say through the United States, there's maybe 6 companies that make guns and ammunition. Under close scrutinization, first of all, you ban all the ammunition out there, and you recall it that's sold in all stores like guns and ammo shop and hunting stores, etc. You recall it all. Now, let's assume, for example, there's a 22 caliber gun and a 38 caliber gun. All that ammunition is taken off the market. Now you introduce a new gun, let's say a 39 caliber, something unique. And under close scrutinization, you start all over. You distribute this gun to only the good guys, the police, the FBI, Secret Service, the people who are supposed to get it. That's not going to happen overnight. However, my contention would be, eventually the ammunition that's out there, that's not surrendered through the legal means, through the stores, it's still out there in the criminal element's hands. But it's only going to have a shelf life for so long, maybe, or maybe, unfortunately, some will be used up in criminal activity, but eventually, maybe it'll take 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. The guns that were out there in illegal hands will render themselves useless because there'll be no more ammunition for it, and hopefully, because it got so rampant, the new guns will only be in the law-abiding citizen or the good guy's hands, and therefore it'll help to diminish the use of guns.
It's a great market solution. I mean, it really shows great understanding of how market principles work and then regulation of the market. However, how do you get that? That's not going to pass Congress. Why would the Congress that will not pass gun control legislation basically pass legislation that would wipe out the guns that are out there, including all the guns in the hands of law enforcement and the Army, and create the expense of having to go out and buy a whole new gun? Right? Every police department in the country would have to buy new guns, right? Every MP would have to get a new gun. People that legally possess guns would have to get new guns. So I'm going to think about it a little. It's a very, very bold suggestion, but I don't see how it works. Have you thought through the expense of this?
Well, could I answer that?
Yeah, sure. Please, I'd like you to.
I think you just apply good old horse sense or common sense.
Huh?
If you're showing, there's an expense to everything if you're going to make a correction or an improvement. I think you know that, right?
Right.
Okay. If you show the dead children and dead police officers, et cetera, and so on, versus the dollars it'll cost to correct that, it's a small price to pay.
I know. No,
Congress would have to be stupid and naive.
No. Wait. Now you're losing me a little. That argument works to get people's attention and to get them all excited emotionally. But here's the reality. The question I ask you is, how much is it going to cost in dollars and cents? Because the argument would be, it's not going to save any lives. So,
Oh, it certainly will.
Well, I know you believe that, but there'll be people who believe that it won't. They believe that.
Can I ask you a question? Honestly, do you think it would?
Well, let's not move around. Let's not move off the question of how much do you think it will cost?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not the guy to calculate that.
We would need that. Do I think it would save lives? I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I don't know. It would leave out there all the guns that presently exist, all the ammunition that's presently out there. And then you'd substitute a new gun, and you'd have to hope that the new gun isn't subjected to the same illegal channels of distribution that present guns are subjected to. And then you'd have to assume that there'd be gun control legislation all over the country so that the new guns wouldn't be sold on the open market the way the old guns are. And that last one, I mean, as I read politics, you're not going to get gun control legislation out of Congress. I wish you could. My personal solution to it is that Congress pass a law that subjects gun ownership to the same licensing requirements that driving a car is subjected to, so that you have to get a license, pass a test, pass a physical test, pass a mental test, and then you can have a gun. But you have to, the license requirements would be stringent, including you're having to show that you're able to legally and successfully handle a gun, that you know what to do with it. Now, that's not very. What I just said to you, has some political support, but not a lot. So it's an interesting proposition, though, and I'll think about it. And thank you very, very much for bringing it up. Now we're going